Odell Beckham Jr., Adele, Conor McGregor.
Put some respect on my name, really. They call me Notorious.
And Jim Harbaugh.
Let's start running up the score. I'm in it to win it. Let's go.
Today,
Keep going.
the Cubs win, Dak's comeback, and these questionable costume choices from professional athletes. Not to be confused with questionable life choices from professional sports writers. Let's go around the horn. Oh my goodness. Are those nipples in Plasma 3?
It's Around the Horn, the show of competitive banter. Here's Tony Reale.
Cubs 3, Cleveland 2, which means Cleveland 3, Cubs 2, and we got ourselves a series. I do not need to tell you any more, National Panel. Your expertise in this field is unquestioned. Coach Harbaugh, I saw you there last night. Did the Cubs do enough last night to make you think they have a chance? Or did Cleveland do enough this weekend to make you think, what are you doing, Coach? What are you doing?
You don't need a Michigan man to tell you the Cubs have the advantage right now. What a night last night at Wrigley. Despite all the Hollywood Johnny-come-lately Cub fans like Bill Murray, Sarah Spain, John Cusack, we call that the heavy hitters. They brought me out with the glove. I get it. Everybody makes fun of me that I bring a glove, but I caught a Rizzo foul ball during batting practice while on the phone with the best recruit in Florida. Take that, Nick Saban. But this is all you need to know. The turning point of the series was Chapman in the 7th inning. That was Joe Madden playing the mind games. Now we have a day off. We go back to Cleveland. They know they can't get hits off of Chapman. I get a lead in the 7th inning of both games. The World Series is back to Chicago, my team.
Adele, did you witness the game?
It's Adele, yes, and I was at the game as well, Tony. I had a hole in my heart because my Cubs were down 3-1, and I also suffered a recent breakup, so I wrote a new tune for my ex-fiancé, and I titled it, Well, I Guess Baseball Diamonds Aren't Forever. But things started to look up a bit when the Cubs scored a few runs. Unfortunately, I had to break up with Eddie Vedder in the 7th. He dedicated that tune to David Ross instead of me. What a wanker, that one. Didn't much enjoy watching them pitching Chapman on the mound either. Bit dodgy, that one. But then things looked up and the Cubs got the W. I wrote a new tune as well. It's called Rolling into Cleve. There's a...
Okay, that's enough of that, I think. Conor McGregor, did you happen to watch this baseball game last night?
I tell you the truth, really, I don't know much about this baseball of yours, this American sport of yours, but I will say what was impressive, though. That El Chapo character coming out and throwing 160 kilometers per hour. That was impressive. And he did it without, he wasn't very good earlier. So you know what he does? He cuts through adversity like a chainsaw through butter, like I do, Reale. But let me tell you something. I saw those fake celebrities at the game yesterday, and I was sitting there watching the game from my throne in my kingdom. And I didn't go to that game. You know why, Reale? Because I was coming to do this show. Because when you get McGregor on the show, Reale, that's when you know you made it. You call home, it's a celebration. You call home and tell the wife, honey, we made it. Break out the good hair gel. We're about to finally get that Emmy.
Okay. Thank you, Conor McGregor. All right, Odell Beckham, you're with us. I'm sure you were watching the game last night.
I was watching the game, and I was concerned that the Cubs players weren't having enough fun. I mean, you looked at the old people in the stands, they were having fun. Everyone outside in Wrigleyville, they were having fun. The people back in Cleveland watching at the stadium, they were having fun. You need to have more fun in this. I'm having fun, certainly. This is what life should be about, right? It's fun. You catch balls, you do one-handed things, you do amazing things. This should be fun. Have more fun. I like the fact that they're, going to dress up for Halloween. You should have fun. It's the World Series.
Okay.
Don't take it. It's not the World Series.
That's getting you mute, Mr. Beckham. But you think there should be more emotion. That's an interesting tack from you. Baseball beat football by 30% last night. You surprised, Coach Harbaugh?
Hey, you know what? I am, because Michigan wasn't playing, but it was a big game, the final game of the season at Wrigley. This was going to be it for the Cubs. Now they march on to Ohio, and two big things will happen in Ohio in the month of November. A Cubs World Series and Michigan going up to Columbus and taking the big game.
All right, thank you, Coach Harbaugh. McGregor? 30% baseball over football.
Somebody go tell that Shirley Temple character in Plasma 1 that you can't touch the ball with your hands in football. Of course American baseball is going to be better than American football. Nobody even scores in that game. And I know in European football nobody scores, but at least we got a lot of chances. You guys with your American football, it's terrible.
As Odell Beckham Jr. broke the news, Joe Madden is allowing the Cubs to dress up today. Adele, what do you think of playing dress up in the middle of the most important series of your life?
Well, Tony, I've played dress up a few times, and some of my relationships hasn't always worked out. I've broken up a few times because of playing dress up. But I think it's a good tech for the team.
Okay, Odell Beckham, I believe you're of the same opinion?
Absolutely. You should be having fun, right? Fun. The game should be fun. Always fun.
Okay.
How many times are you going to say fun?
I think we've had enough. We're going to move on. Cam Newton says he doesn't feel safe and wants to address the cheap shots teams are laying on him with Commissioner Roger Goodell. He said this while wearing that green hat and those shoes. Odell, this is your sport. Does the commissioner need to listen to the league's MVP when he says he's not having fun and doesn't feel safe?
He should. There should be safety concerns. I mean, you wouldn't want to go after somebody's head in the middle of a game. Oops, I forgot I did that last year. But not this year, though. This is a new year in 2016. And you saw it. It wasn't just with Cam Newton. You saw Alex Smith take 2 hits. He eventually got a concussion and went out. Guys are going after quarterbacks when they're sliding. And it's concerned. I'm not concerned about whether or not he's hurt. I don't concern about if he's trying to pledge AKA with that outfit that he's got on. But I'm concerned if people aren't having fun. You should have fun. I'm having fun. That's why my fiance and I, hello, baby, good to see you. We're going to be going on Dancing with the Stars this year. That's right.
Okay, all right. Enough of that. I think we're all done with the kicking nets. Adele on Cam Newton yesterday.
Well, he's been in 212 times and 0 roughing the passer penalties.
Good stat,
It's
Adele.
crazy. They can't let his size determine whether they make the right calls or not. I just think that's wrong. And I've been in a few bad relationships myself, not with any refs, of course. Everything ever seems to go bad for me no matter what. But I wrote a new tune about it as well. It's called Chasing Penalties.
Okay. Conor McGregor, how about you?
What the is going on in Plasma One? He's making babies with a net over there. Oh, listen, I have mad respect for Mr. Newton, okay? Mad respect. He's the king of the game, okay? He's the king of the game like Conor McGregor's the king of the game, okay? He has a belt. They need to protect him. They really, really do. But let me tell you something, Mr. Newton. Maybe these guys won't go after your knees if you step up your suit game. Go get yourself an ivory suit that an elephant would be jealous of instead of that baby girl pink thing you're wearing with feathers in your hat and shoes that look better all a ballerina, Mr. Newton. Come on, Mr. Newton. I'll show you how to dress.
Coach Harbaugh?
Enough is enough already. Someone tell the Notre Dame mascot that the game is about protecting the quarterback. When I go to Florida and I go to Alabama to recruit, I tell these kids, you come to me, I will protect you. The commissioner absolutely needs to get involved with this. But I will say this about that outfit. You cannot be wearing that. You want to dress like a football man, you put the khakis on. You put the shirt on, the Michigan blue, and the hat. That's how you dress in football.
I think McGregor wants a piece of Harbaugh. Go ahead and
get some of this left hand here, Harbaugh. Come into this ring right here into the octagon. I'll show you. I'll show you who looks like the guy on Lucky Charms, my man. Let's go.
Coach Harbaugh, should the commissioner take the meeting here?
Yes, absolutely, he should. This is the former MVP of the league. Absolutely. Let me tell you something, McGregor. I'm recruiting a place kicker out of Bergen County, New Jersey that could take you out. So take it easy.
Last word, Odell Beckham Jr.
Your game?
You know, I hear all the emotions coming out of my competitor in Plasma 2. I'm drawn to that. I feel that emotion. It really makes me have an affinity towards you. Do you think you would like to join me? Would you like to be Odell Beckham Jr.? Be my fiance?
Adele, please respond to Mr. Beckham here is proposing to you, and then we're going to get out of here.
Don't do it.
We're going to break up in the next segment anyway, so I can say yes now and break up then. But either way, I feel like Cam Newton is getting criticized for his size, and that's body shaming, and I don't like that.
Okay, thank you, Adele. Let's take a look at these scores. Harbaugh, 34. McGregor, 40. Adele, 25. And Odell Beckham Jr., 4. We're taking
Get some Harbaugh.
The Irish can't beat me. The Irish can't beat me. I'm sorry.
How'd you get on the show?
Smells like victory, Tony.
Oh, hey, you're Brandon Flowers from The Killers. When did you get a sports talk show?
This looks like a JV debate to me, so I've limited it to 30 minutes, Tony.
Host of Around the Horn,
Irish wristwatch.
Tony Reed.
Wristwatch.
Houston Rocket and MVP runner-up.
Buy or sell.
Conor McGregor, 40. Jim Harbaugh, 34. Odell Beckham Jr., 4. And Adele no longer in Plasma 2. That now belongs to Melania Trump for buy or sell.
Hello, Tony. Donald will buy it. Donald will buy everything.
Buy or sell one, statement wins in week 8 of the NFL. We had Atlanta over Green Bay in the last minute. Oakland on the road in the last 2 minutes of overtime, saving us another tie. And the Patriots over Rex. Melania, we have you here. We're going to put you to work right away. Who made the biggest statement in week 8?
Oh, I thought somebody else might speak before I do. Maybe they say something good. I say again. I say maybe Donald like the Raiders because the Raiders play very dirty, and Donald say do whatever you need to win. You do everything you need to win, and the Raiders will be grabbing at everyone. They grab even if you are not allowed to grab. They get many penalties.
Okay, grabbing is not a place I want to go to right here with someone named Trump. Conor McGregor.
I'll tell you one thing you should buy, really, is my fights. Nobody gets more buyers for my fights. But I'll tell you one thing, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm the king of the game, right? I've got one belt, I'm going to get another one from that Boom Alvarez, but you know who's just above the king? Tom Brady. Whatever that is, he is just above the king level. And that game, that American football, it's hot garbage, it's a massacre. But it's a game of sharks, and in a game of sharks, he is the whale, and the whale in 12 games will win the MVP.
I thought you were all about tigers, McGregor, with that tattoo you have on your chest.
Tony. I'm Tiger. I'm the tiger. I am not the...
How long did that take? Jim Harbaugh, where are you on the statement wins from week 8?
You know what? I once ran around playing touch football at spring practice with my shirt off. I'm not bragging to everybody. First of all, let's get an American football coach to talk about football. The big game is the Atlanta Falcons. In fact, once again, they could march down the field after Aaron Rodgers gives Green Bay the go-ahead touchdown. Here's the problem with Green Bay, and I love football coaches. Shouldn't they be doing better? Shouldn't Mike McCarthy be doing better with Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback? This will be another NFL team that's calling me up after the season to try to get...
You're not campaigning for your next job here, Harbaugh. Odell Beckham Jr.
The Patriots made the biggest statement, and Tom Brady made the statement saying, I'm done with the dinking and short passes. I'm throwing the long ball. Do you realize he's having the highest yards per attempt of his career here at age 39? We love long passes. We love the Patriots. We want to see them in the Super Bowl because we always beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I hope they win out, and we win out. We love the Patriots.
Tom Brady's the MVP of the league even though he missed 4 games? Coach Harbaugh?
You're asking me if a Michigan man is the MVP of the league. I get Tom Brady on my MichiganPalooza.com hashtag to talk about recruiting. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. He's absolutely the MVP.
Melania Trump, what do you think of Mr. Brady?
My fellow Americans, Mr. Brady is good friend of family. Donald Trump and Tom Brady both known for good looks and very, very big hands. Mia and Giselle both supermodels. He clearly going to win and just getting better with age, like Trump steaks, which are aged.
Oh, no. Move on. Buy or sell 2. Players complaining about referees. Josh Norman in Washington's tie to Cincinnati, and Richard Sherman in Seattle's loss to New Orleans. Conor McGregor, you've done nothing but take shots at other people all day. Do Norman and Sherman have beef?
No, they don't have anything. They don't have anything. I'll tell you one thing. You play that game, you're going to take a thumping just like Mr. Newton, right? You think I got this slightly crooked nose and these busted ears by complaining to the officials? No, I fight back. And that's what those guys have to do. They fight back. And let's be honest, if you're going to complain to the officials, do it like a proper Irishman. You take something and you throw it at them, all right? That's how you have to do it. And you get fined 150 G's like I did because I make too much money.
You know what? They're a bunch of whiners. Are you serious? One bad call goes against you, and you're going to start arguing with everybody. The referees and all the officials out on the field. It happens during the course of a game, but I will say this. They're trying to legislate defense out of the NFL. I don't like that. But as an offensive guy, there's no defense that could stop me. Go look at the scores that I run.
Odell Beckham Jr.
I've already made my feelings on Josh Norman known, but I feel that way about all cornerbacks. Realize that they're always grabbing, they're always holding. Why do you think I have to make so many one-handed catches all the time? They're always holding my other hand down. I always have to grab everything with one hand. When I go to the concession stand, I have to grab with one hand. My arms are always being held.
Melania Trump.
Well, this is just locker room talk. They're egged on into talking about the officials, and they shouldn't be punished for being honest. Whether you are running for the presidency or perhaps you want to win a game and get a penalty, you never get punished for speaking the truth. My husband never get punished for speaking truth. Plus, game is probably rigged anyway. I do not accept result.
This is so... Buy or sell 3. Cowboys 29, Eagles 23. Dak turning underwhelming into whelming and a win. And Jerry is still talking about Tony. Odell Beckham Jr., this is your division rival. Is Jerry doing right by Dak by always talking about Tony and his potential comeback?
I don't care what Jerry's doing. Joker smiling, glasses cleaning, Jerry's doing. All I care about is how my relationship is with my quarterback. The more he talks about both, the more it looks bad for them. I know my quarterback would never say anything about me behind my back, right? We're on the same page. It's just like me and my beloved kicking net.
Out of here with that.
Enough of that. Jim Harbaugh?
Well, I played for an organization where the owner and the GM get way too involved, and look at how they've fallen off the map since I left. Here's the problem, okay? You got 2 quarterbacks. Let me finish this. Hang on a second. You got 2 quarterbacks that
Hold on. What are you chewing on, Coach Harbaugh? What are you doing over there?
A big piece of steak, and you drink it with a big old glass of milk like a good American.
Okay. Conor McGregor. Oh, that's...
By the way, Harbaugh, you see that stadium behind you? We'll fill every seat in that stadium if you and I want to go at it. Come get some anytime you want it. I'll make your bum life. I'll change your bum life. What were we talking about? We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, some ridiculous game, and somebody named Dak. Who the heck is Dak? I don't know what that is, but I'll tell you one thing. That Tony Romo character, he's always backing out of fights. Backs out of more fights than Jose Aldo and Daniel Cormier combined. How are you going to put that guy in if he can't stand straight up in the ring? Get him out of there. It's Dak all the way, even though I don't know who the hell he is.
Thank you, Mr. McGregor. Melania Trump.
Connors, the best way to change your bum life is to attend Trump University. I send you information on. Coach Harbaugh, you want to coach at Trump University? We have an opening there.
How much? How much?
When it comes down to it, if you are a star, you grab the quarterback position. You do not ask for permission. And Dak is a star, and Tony Romo is a star. And if they want the quarterback position, they have to reach out and just grab it.
No, we are not going to... Give me a horn, please. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
This one.
Well, Odell Beckham, I think you have time to go on your honeymoon. Coach Harbaugh, you got a game to coach this weekend. Enjoy it. Looks like it'll be Melania Trump and Conor McGregor. Showdown. Next.
Make no mistake, Tony. I will not lose today's show.
Tori, you can get down now. You're finished. Okay.
But I'm really glad to be here. Thank you very much.
When I'm linting myself, you have to roll. You have to start from the bottom, Tony. Come on.
4 college undefeateds went down this weekend. Clemson did not. And Jimbo Fisher would like to have a word with officials about that.
It's ridiculous. It's not a chop. It was not a chop. And I'm going to tell you what, you hold coaches accountable, players accountable, hold the damn officials accountable.
It's showdown, and it looks like Melania Trump has made way to Flo from Progressive. Is that right?
You betcha.
Flo, $20,000 fine for Fisher. Money well spent?
I can help him get an insurance policy out to make sure that money is well spent. And I got to tell him something, though. All that complaining, sprinkles are for winners, Jimbo.
Conor McGregor.
I mean, you're not even a winner. You're like the 3rd most impressive insurance spokesperson in the game. Listen, this Jumbo Fisher, whoever he is, $20,000. What is that? It's nothing. It's chump change. Just pay for it.
A point for Flo. 2 points for the 3rd best agent in the game. Make it 3 points. We'll move on. 3 points. Showdown 2. 3 games in, Russell Westbrook is averaging 38, 11, and 12. Conor McGregor, you're beginning to think a triple-double season is a possibility now?
What I'm beginning to think is it's clear that this Kevin Durant kid held this guy back. Of course, he's a triple-double machine. And you know what I love about triple-doubles? He can win the MVP, and him and me can go back to Dublin, because triple-double sounds like Dublin. And we'll go back to Dublin, and we'll celebrate together.
I'll tell you what I can't guarantee is that you'll get any good coverage from anyone other than Progressive. Don't go with Allstate, and don't bet on someone getting a triple-double in every game of an NBA season. That's silly.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Where does Conor McGregor's hair start? That's what I want to know. Showdown 3, worst look. Blowing a 20-7 halftime lead to the Jets, or getting your sign wrong in your own dog pound. The Browns flow. Go.
The Browns fans should be happy just to show up to see that team, and they should be forgiven for any mistakes they made, and they should take out an insurance policy on the tickets they buy, and then the next time the Browns lose, they should get paid back.
I don't know. I don't even know. I told you before, this game is hot garbage. I don't even care who I upset, because I'll tell you one thing, and I said this before, reality. There's only one American that I need to be happy, that needs to be happy, and that's Benjamin Franklin, baby. That's the one that I keep happy. Forget about all those other Americans and their stupid football.
I really, if you could just say reality once more, I really like
Really.
Conor McGregor's getting the FaceTime.
That's right. That's right. Take this belt for me, will ya? Yes, I got to tell you one thing. Thank you for my opponents. However, I will be honest, I could see the fear in your eyes from the beginning. I knew you weren't going to win. But let me tell you something. This Gutierrez kid that thinks he's the king of Halloween. I hear you like to work out by the train tracks with your pants rolled up. I hear you're at 162 pounds right now. You come down to 155 and you pound and you fight me, I'll show you who's the real king of the game. Even at ESPN, I'm the Don. Dun, 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 dun. They made that jingle about me. Come get some. Eric Reinhold, where's my hosting chance? Give me my hosting chance, baby.
Conor McGregor, I've been wondering one thing all show. Where's your microphone? How is that?
It's in the mouth of the tiger. It's Conor McGregor's time. 2016, the year of McGregor.
Oh,
You're
what
going down,
a show. For Odell Beckham Jr., Flo, Melania Trump, Adele, Conor McGregor, and Jim Harbaugh. We're on a 23.5-hour break. We'll see you tomorrow.